Epperson points out so brilliantly the level of ritual that's involved. They did not come with a gun to the head. They came with a piece of paper. And all they said is, look, we're over here, we're oligarchs. If you don't know that, that's your business. We're tied in with Georgetown University. We're tied in with the Vatican. You don't know that, that's your business. The Vatican has already raped the third world. They've already kept people in a state of unbelievable primitivism. But if you don't notice that and don't think there's anything to that, well, that's all right. But what we've done is we've come to you, the so-called privileged and affluent, and we made sure that only the hardiest stock would get over to run the American land. We made sure that so much death, so difficult to get here, that would cull the herd, and only the strongest, toughest, most deliberate people would get over. Okay, so now 200 years has moved on, but what we've done in the meantime is come to you with a piece of paper and said, look, if you want to be a willing slave, you have rights to do that. We're going to give you lots and lots of rights. In fact, we're going to give you lots and lots of rights. Look how many rights we can give you. So they write all these down, and people just think it's fantastic. But they don't realize that within those rights that they've been given is the right to undo your own rights. The right to walk into incarceration. Like I said, be swallowed by the Leviathan. It's just standing motionless and you swim into his jaws. They worked this wonders. So whoever advised the kings, because I don't think it was George III who came up with this, he was a loony. But you can better believe that these Aaron Burrs on the other side, for all you know, it might have been a creature like Franklin, for all you know. But it certainly was somebody that he was in cahoots with. His big house was right in the center of London. He was affiliated with the Knights Templars. He was affiliated with these people whose symbols are all over America today. People that you say Alex has done fantastic work exposing the Bohemian Society. Who do you think the Bohemian Society are? A bunch of American guys just getting up there to party? No, these are people who have been ensconced by the British system. Their own sons and daughters are married to oligarchs. The Kennedy daughter is married to a lord, a duke. I can't remember his name, but she's of all the children, he had one daughter, and she is literally married to a duke over in England. The rest of the Kennedys were always kowtowing to the British crown, because Joe Kennedy brought them up to be that way. They were Anglophiles, as is Kissinger, as is Eagleburger, as is Weinberger, and as are all these neocons. That's who they are. And so in their documents they had to say, we're going to make it so that you can become willing serfs. And we'll egg it along by causing so much trauma and meltdown in your lives, both on a federal level where they upped all the people in the Depression. They wanted to unroot all the people from the land, so they were able to do that. They've done that ever since. They've just done it again. And they then say, we'll egg you on so that things are so insecure that what we'll do is when you are now logically aware that it's very difficult to create a business, we've melted down the banks, you can't get loans, the mortgages are too high, and this doesn't just go for America, by the way, this is quite common all over the world. Look what they just tried to do in Iceland. But this is all over the world. And then they say, and the white man, the clever, intelligent, schooled white man goes, yeah, honey, I think it's not right time to invest in some sort of bricks and mortar business now, let's tighten our belts. Well, at the same time, that same government is handing massive loans to foreign immigrants to go in and open those same businesses with no need to pay taxes for 5 to 10 years, which really means a blind eye all the way down the line, and also bonuses to even support you in the early stages. Then they go in, work like Billy O's, and I'm not taking anything from them. Listen, they're not to blame. If somebody hands them something, can you blame them for taking it after where they've lived? Of course not. Nor am I against a certain level of immigration once it's below the normal quota. But what's happening now is through the back door, they're bringing in those people who will pick up the reins. And therefore you're turning your country into a third world country. You're paying for that. But you will not pay for a white man to do it, because these people, these oligarchs, have always been afraid of what the educated middle class will do with their leisure time. Once you've made that money, once you're doing well and you're able to provide for your family, then what will that man do with his leisure time? He'll educate himself. He'll start doing exactly what has been seen in America in the last, 20, 30 years. People get smart. They read books. They write books. They research. They study. They get fascinated with the world. They turn up like a Jordan Maxwell start appearing out of the woodwork. Wait a minute, you're not meant to be like that. We've allowed you the playpen. We've allowed you the privileges. We've allowed you to go to school and learn what we want to tell you. Well, who the hell do you think you are stepping out? Who the hell do you think you are, Eustace Mullins? Who do you think you are, Ezra Pound? We'll put your ass in jail. You're not meant to go any further with the questioning than we demand of you. You work for us, we give you your privilege, and that's all you should be doing. But historically, this has not happened. There's great minds who want to know greater things. So right now, that's a very big threat. through the massive downsizing of the schools and colleges, the massive suppression that you're seeing on the internet, the massive suppression of knowledge, the garbage that's thrown up on magazine, TV, and newspaper from morning till night, the cluelessness of the people that you see posting on these various forums.
Michael.
Unbelievable cluelessness.
Michael,
it is almost laughable if it wasn't tragic.
Michael, I don't mean to cut you off, but you're breaking up a little bit. I'm going to disconnect and reconnect with you real quick. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, wow, Michael was just on a roll. God, I hated to interrupt him there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, absolutely amazing.